in many respects, we've got a broken parliament because we've still got 134 Remain voting MPs who hanker after the EU sitting in the Commons on the government benches. And but I think, just coming back to your opening point, Michelle, this is no longer just about Boris Johnson. I think 6 months ago this was about Boris Johnson when it first raised its head. This is now about the Conservative Party. And I think the reason Oliver Dowden resigned this morning is because he could see that this had now morphed into something much bigger. Boris Johnson could have stopped this by resigning earlier on, but the whole party is now infected. The whole party is guilty of supporting him. And there's less than 2 years to now go before the next...
Ben, look, to be fair, 148 people within the Conservative Party on the backbench had the guts to stand up in that confidence vote and say, we're not having this nonsense. The reality is, what does this mean for Boris Johnson and the party? Well, Boris Johnson's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We know that he's shameless. He's the greasy piglet that runs free to open ground, and he's not going to go anywhere. Unless the 1922 committee changed the rules, which is highly unlikely, by the way. It's not going to be a straightforward thing to do. We now hear ministers coming together saying we must unite. The party can't unite because on the cost of living issues because they're all over the place. Some factions want tax cuts. Others want to go down the Rishi Sunak road of the fiscal position. That
and others want to rejoin the single market.
It's a complete mishmash at the moment.
It is.
But what is
clear that's what I mean. It's a Conservative Party issue.
You're right. But what is clear is that Boris Johnson, I think, is damaging democracy. But Labour has still not sealed the deal with the electorate. If they had changed the leader, I think the Tories could have done. At the moment, for me, they're heading towards a Labour minority government.